They thought I'd be bitter. Nah, I got sweet and harder to swallow. Talk. Turn lemons into lemons, ain't literate. Had to bleed just to get it made. Now it tastes like revenge, no chase, no chase. Every sip got a bitter trace. Turn pain into currency. Run it up. Now they watch what I'm worth to be. Watch me. They threw dirt, I grew roots deep, deep. Now I feast while they lose sleep. Don't sleep. I remember nights I was starving. Real talk. So cracked open, no pardon. No mercy. They ain't care when I was falling. Nah. Now they front row and I'm ballin'. Yeah, I seen how they switch sides. I did. Love fake, I peeped the disguise. Fake love. Smile sweet, but the soul fried. I learned quick, don't get baptized no more. In they lies and they comfort. Never had to crawl out the gutter alone. Every L made me tougher, stronger. Now my wins hit like thunder. Boom. I don't trust what they speaking. Quiet. I trust scars that was bleeding. Facts. Every loss had a reason. It did. Now I eat every season. All year. Yeah. Turn lemons into lemonade. Yeah. Had to bleed just to get it made. Pain. Now it tastes like revenge. No chase, no chase. Every sip got a bitter trace. I don't owe nobody grace. I was lost, they gave me space. Left me. Not the kind that let you grow. The kind that leave you erase. So I built me out of spite. Watch this. Turn my dark into a light. Low, low. Now they squinting at the shine. Too bright. Tryna act like it's alright. It's not. Now I keep that energy distant. Back up. I remember every absence. I do. Now my presence got a price expensive. And my silence got some traction. Quiet power. I don't chase, I attract. Fact. I don't fold, I attack. 10 toes. Turn the pain to a stack. Running. Now I'm never looking back. Never. Sweet. But it cut like glass. Sharp. Every drop of my past. Every drop. I don't cry, I just laugh. Still here. I don't break, I surpass. Lemons in the lemonade way. Yeah. Had to bleed just to get it made. Now it tastes like revenge. No chase, no chase. Every sip got a bitter trace. Turn pain into currency. Run it up. Now they watch what I'm worth to be. Watch me. They do dirt, I grew roots deep, deep. Now I feast while they lose sleep. Don't sleep. Careful what you throw at me. Watch it. I make it profitable. Always.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the love palace. Welcome to a daily dose of Dee. Wrap yourself in satin truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of Dee. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the love palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of Dee. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them. She don't beg, she just glows. They thought I'd be bitter. No, I got sweet and harder to swallow. Taste it.
You stumble. You scrape your knees on the pavement of life, and the world expects you to stay down. But the ground is just a resting place, never a residence. You see, the shadow of defeat only exists because your light is still shining somewhere above it. So brush off the dust, look in the storm of the eye, and tell it, you may have delayed me, but you cannot destroy me. The fall is just a step up for the flight. Welcome to Daily Dose of Dee. Let's talk failure. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you're watching Daily Dose of Dee. I am your host, GoddessDee of Love. How's everyone doing today? We have made it all the way to Friday. It has went so fast for me. I don't know if it went fast for you, but we're going to go and clap it on up for Friday, y'all. Yes, we have made it to Friday. Friday, some people say, Freaky Friday, Flashback Friday. But here at Daily Dose of D, I'm going to call it No Fault Friday. And the reason why I'm calling it No Fault Friday, is because of the word of the day, which is failure. The lack of success or an unexpected result that is not achieved, the omission of expected or required action. And thus, No Fault Friday, we have the quote of the day, which is failure isn't a dead end, it's a detour with better direction. Yes. So, our title for today is Failure is Not an Option and How to Reset Your Life. So, once again, I want to thank everybody for coming to Daily Dose of D. If you're new here, welcome. For those that continue to be here, I appreciate you as well. I'm, as I stated before, your inside coach as well, and I'm here to bring the real, the raw, the authentic, and truth you need to elevate in life. Tonight, I'm tackling a giant that sits in everyone's closet. We're going to talk about failure, but we are shifting the narrative today. Love Palace family, because in this space, failure is simply not an option. And y'all have heard that phrase before, right? We are unpacking what it means to fail and how to get back up, and why those stumbles are the exact stepping stones you need for your ultimate success. So grab your tea, your water, your drink, or whatever beverage you have, whatever thing you might have rolled up or pulled up, as Mouthpiece would say, and get comfortable. And let's go ahead and get into this conversation. Now, you guys know what I do here at Daily Dose of D. If you are not familiar, I go back and give you the definition and the root and the origin of the word. So let's go ahead and do that right away here, right? So, failure. We have to look at where the word even comes from. So, the root of the word failure comes from the Latin word faller, which means to deceive, to slip, or to trip up. It literally means stumble. Think of a failure like a detour sign on the highway of life. It isn't telling you to turn off your engine and sleep in your car. It's just forcing you to take a different route to your destination. So think of this. Imagine a young professional man who studies for his years to pass the bar exam, man or woman, study for years to pass the bar exam to become a lawyer. They take the test, and they fail. The initial sting of that might make them feel like they deceived themselves, thinking that they weren't smart enough. But the slip up doesn't mean that the journey is over. It just means they need to maybe study a little more, try a new study method, or a different route. They didn't hit a dead end, they just hit a pothole. In life, we generally face three distinctive types of failures. We have our preventable failures, right? We have complex failures and the intelligent failure. It is exactly like being in a kitchen. When you're in a kitchen, you can have preventable failure. It's you burning your toast because you were scrolling on your phone, right? Or burning your breakfast or your food because you were scrolling on your phone. And you knew better. Now, a complex failure is trying to make a souffle while the power keeps flickering outside and the dish is just ruined because you know you need your oven. And if your oven keeps going off and on, you know that souffle is not going to be good. Then we have an intelligent failure. It's experimenting with, if you're in the kitchen, a brand new recipe that nobody has ever tried before. It might not taste terrible, but now you know what to mix to make it just have that right type of flavor. For instance, consider a tech entrepreneur who is launching an app, a new app. Because we're in that tech world and there's a lot of apps and people are having all these ideas. If the app crashes because they didn't test it, that's preventable. If it crashes because of a global server went down, that's complex. If it fails because the market just wasn't ready for the specific app, that's an intelligent failure. Each type leaves a unique crumb trail for you to follow toward success. So I'm going to take a quick pause right here while you reflect on the type of failures in your life. I want to remind you to protect your energy and your space. The world will try to drain your cup, so you have to be intentional about filling it back up. And I'll be right back with some more truth and insight. And while I'm gone, go ahead and hit that like button and share this out and say it's Friday, no fault Friday, and GoddessDee is over there talking about failure. Come over here and join. Right after these messages, I'll be right back.
So, failure. Failure is typically defined as the inability to achieve a desired outcome. Now, you're probably thinking, why is he putting so much emphasis on the outcome? And I say this to say, the world's definition of failure is actually an illusion that perpetually keeps you on the cycle of continuously failing. Why do I say that? Because when people have the inability to attain a desired outcome, for example, if you apply for a job, you don't get the job. The issue with failure, the reason why most people never possess the capability of knowing how to transcend failure in of itself is because their definition of failure is still on the external. It's still on the illusion. Outcome pertaining to the external, which means that their focus is on the external. And the issue is when your focus is on the external, you begin to neglect the internal. And if you neglect the internal, then you're neglecting the true nature of the external. Remember, my definition of manifestation. Manifestation is internally shifting to a degree to which you're no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change.
Welcome to Holistic Royalty by Kells, where peace, holistic wellness is designed with you in mind.
You are just in time. It's time for meditation and yoga class. Follow me. My name is Queen Kells, and I am a certified yoga instructor specializing in Hatha Yoga, a practice of self-transformation using postures and breathing to focus the mind and body. It is a slower, more meditative practice where poses are held for longer periods. Before we start, allow me to guide you into today's meditation. into Holistic Royalty by Kels on Mondays and Fridays for meditation and yoga, 11 a.m. EST.
From bed yoga to the chair, introducing chair yoga, an alternative to traditional floor yoga. Listen as I guide you through the steps for a well-balanced part of your day. This and more are available here at Holistic Royalty by Kels. Remember to hit that notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. Let me tell y'all something. I'm feeling super good today because I did my meditation and my chair yoga with Holistic Royalty by Kels, and I having my smoothie. Having my smoothie for today. Like Big Dog Philly says, a smoothie a day will keep the doctor away. With that meditation and yoga as well, which is done on Friday. Meditation and yoga on Friday. Get your body stretched out. If you didn't get a chance to do it this morning, you could go back and do it tonight. And then on Mondays is meditation. So go ahead and tap in with Holistic Royalty by Kels for that meditation and yoga. That information will be in the chat for you to subscribe. I am right back in the pocket talking about why failure and how we can reset our mind reshape our mindset to turn those slip ups into setups. Let's dive into the next thing. So, the most common failures we face easily hit us in 3 different areas: our relationships, our careers, and our personal health goals. Life, it's a garden. And sometimes, no matter how much water and sunlight you give a specific plant or flower, the seed might not sprout or the vegetable might not sprout, right? You didn't ruin the garden. That one plant just wasn't meant to grow in that soil. Take a dedicated mother who started a side business selling some custom clothes that she made. She may have invested her savings after a year, and she had to close shop because she couldn't keep up with the latest trends. That's a common career failure. Or think about a long-term relationship that suddenly ends because 2 people have outgrown each other. These are everyday subtle that make us feel defeated, but they are incredibly common by the human being. Y'all feel me? These are common things that happen to us as human beings. When someone looks in your face and calls you a failure, you have to remember that their words are a reflection of their own limitations, not your reality. Let me say that again because the dogs are barking. Y'all hear the dogs barking? Let me say that again. Let me say that again for you. Hold on one moment. The dogs don't want us to fail either, y'all. Let me say this line again. When someone looks in your face and calls you a failure, you, yes, you right there, have to remember that their words are a reflection of their own limitations and not your reality. Mhm. That's how they feel. Dealing with the label requires you to let their opinions slide you off like water off a duck's back. You cannot absorb their toxic rain. Think about a content creator or a creator who started making videos online. Friends may have laughed at their ideal, saying it would fail. Because The first 20 videos or so only had a certain views, or even the first 200 to 300 might have only a certain amount of views. But instead of internalizing that label, use that doubt as fuel. Keep creating, keep posting, and eventually build a community of thousands. When people call you a failure, you smile, adjust that crown, and let your future success do the talking. So let's take a deep breath right here and let that marinate. Come on, Holistic Royalty by Kels taught us how to do that. Remember, protecting your peace is the highest priority. Do not let anyone rent space in your head without paying you for the real estate. Either you pay or you get evicted. I hope you taking notes out there, y'all, even if it's just mental notes, because I'm dropping some gems on y'all today here at Daily Dose of Dee. So I'm going to keep this momentum going as we look at the real reasons why people fall short. Now, here's the truth, Love Palace family. The truth is that what makes most people fail isn't a lack of talent or resources. It's giving up entirely too soon and refusing to take accountability. Quitting before the breakthrough. It's like digging for a diamonds for 10 years only to drop your shovel 2 inches away right before you hit that treasure. hmm You see, so many people tap out when the pressure starts to get heavy. Let the modern day dating scene. Y'all, let me tell y'all about it. People run into one disagreement with a healthy partner, and instead of communicating and doing the hard work of accountability, they just throw the whole relationship away and be like, you know what? That reminded me of when he or she did this. I'm just going to throw that away. They fail at love because they quit at the first sign of friction. Most people fail because they want the prize without going through the process. Let me say that again to the people all around. Most people fail because they want the prize before without going through the process. hmm I know we've touched earlier on the three types of failures, but I want to ask you this question again from a different angle, a different perspective, focusing on how manifestation in our daily grind is personal, professional, and relational. These failures are like three different weights at the gym, right? Each one is heavy, but each one builds a different muscle. Your personal failure. This is like breaking a promise to eat healthier. hmm When you break that promise to yourself, it builds a muscle of discipline when you try again. Your professional failure. That's like losing a client, but builds the muscle of learning how to adapt. Your relational failure is like losing a friend over a misunderstanding, but builds the muscle of empathy. Think about working, think about a working single parent trying to balance it all, male or female. The parent misses the kids' soccer games or different games they may have because of a late meeting. That relational failure can hurt you, but it forces the parent to set harder boundaries at work the next week. The weights are heavy, but they make you stronger. So I'm going to pause one more time. Go ahead and take a sip of your drink. I got my smoothie. Let me do that. You might want to get up and stretch your legs. And remember that you are worthy of all success coming your way. I'm going to give you all this love palace energy because it's strong tonight. So stay tuned and I'll be right back with you. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. And if you feel inclined to donate to the Love Palace, the Cash App is running at the bottom. And I also have the QR code. I'll be right back right after this message.
Why people fail. Sometimes it's not because they aren't smart, but because they give up too soon. Reason 1. They want quick results. Success takes time, but many stop when it doesn't come fast. Reason 2. They fear mistakes, but every mistake is a teacher. Without failure, there's no growth. Reason 3. They listen to others too much. People's opinions can block your dreams. Trust yourself more.
Hey, hold up. Queen Cammy pulled up. Ghost Rider recap.
Yeah. She slide through like, what's up, fam? Let's run this back. Tap in with the city, yeah, she keep the folks on track. Got that love in her stride, got that truth in her tone. Breaking down the headlines like she's sitting on a throne. Community.
I am celebrating. Come and join me. I have a surprise for you. I am pleased to announce that I have joined the Chamaka Essentials family. Welcome to Chamaka Essentials West Coast. I enjoy Chamaka Essentials aromatherapy products, and I know you will too. You will now be able to purchase her aromatherapy products directly from me, Queen Cammy Royal Essentials, and other aromatherapy products are available. Drop me an email and arrange your product delivery options.
This is a BLES, Black Lady Doing Shit production.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. You guys, let's go ahead and welcome Queen Cammy to Chamaka Essentials West Side. Let's give it up for Cammy, Queen Cammy. Yes. I have dropped her information to her channel. You also can still go to www.chamakaessentials.com. Congratulations to Chamaka Essentials as well, because we on the West Coast. We down in the dirty, and the East Coast is where it all originated. So if you want to tap into Chamaka Essentials, you can do that, okay? And congratulations again to the beautiful, beautiful Queen Cammy. Now, you still tuned in with me. I hope you're still there. You still out there on this No Fault Friday? Because I'm breaking down the illusion of failure. If you're just joining me, you are right on time for the best part of the conversation. Failure are the greatest professors you will ever have because they teach us the raw art of resilience and the beauty of authenticity. Failure is the sculptor's chisel chipping away the rough fake edges of who you thought you were and revealing that beautiful masterpiece of who you are meant to be. Let me tell you about a woman named Chloe who tried to launch a luxury lifestyle brand. She spent thousands trying to look perfect on social media, but her business completely tanked. That failure taught her that her audience didn't want perfection, they wanted authenticity. She rebounded, started sharing her messy hair, her real life journey of bouncing back, and her business exploding. You see, failure taught her that her true self was her greatest asset. Now, when I say failure is not an option, I don't mean you will never fall down. Let's be clear. I mean that staying on the ground is completely off the table. Life is a one-way highway. You cannot put it in reverse. You can only drive forward. Accepting defeat means pulling over, shutting the car off forever, and we don't want to do that. Consider a single father. He gets laid off from his job. He has mouths to feed. For him, giving up is not even on the menu or even a thought. So he starts taking night classes, he starts working odd jobs, and eventually becomes a certified electrician. He couldn't opt to just be a failure because his family's future was riding in the passenger seat. When your why is big enough, staying down is simply not an option. When your why is big enough, staying down is simply not an option. Think about that, Love Palace family. Use that quick pause to shake off lingering doubt from your past slip ups. You are exactly where you need to be. And I want to thank you for staying locked in with me right now. This energy is shifted in here tonight, baby. So let's get into the true weight and value of our missteps. Failure is critically important because it builds unbreakable character. It strips away your ego, and replaces it with wisdom. Honestly, failure is as important as rain in a summer drought. It might feel gloomy when it's happening, but nothing can grow without the rain. Look at this modern music industry. Let's talk about it. An independent artist might submit their demo to thousands of labels and get rejection after rejection after rejection. Those rejections are vital. That forces the artist to build their own independent fan base, learn the business side of the industry, and own their masters. By the time they blow up, they have the character to sustain their wealth because the rain of failure watered their roots. Turning failure into success is all about that pivot. It requires you to look at the mess you made and ask, what can I build with this? It is exactly like turning sour lemon into sweet glazed lemon pound cake, right? I like a good lemon pound cake. Do y'all? I know I do. You don't throw away the lemons. You add your sugar, your flour, whatever other products you use, mixture, and then heat it up, and it comes out wonderful. What if you are a person today that's like a in the tech field, a tech developer? You're gonna write codes for a video game that totally could flop, right? And instead of throwing away those codes, realize the messaging platform within the game was actually brilliant. So what you do, you're gonna take that pivot. You're gonna extract one piece of the code and launch a app that gets brought for millions. You turn failures into success by extracting the lesson and pivoting your direction. Let me say that again. You turn failure into a success by extracting the lesson and pivoting your direction. All right. This is my final quick break for the evening, family. So let this wisdom settle into your spirit, okay? Prepare your hearts for the final stretch because I'm going to bring it all the way back home when I come back. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, if you feel inclined to support the channel, it's scrolling. And there's also a QR code that you can put your phone up and go ahead and reach that as well. And I'll be right back with you after these messages.
You got to tell yourself, despite the circumstances, the situation, I'm not going anywhere until I get to go. Until I make my dreams become a reality, I'm not quitting. I don't care how much money I have to invest. I don't care how much time I have to invest. I'm going to continue to do this until I become successful. Every single day when I show up and I let failure know, failure is not an option. You can't even let it sink into your brain, not even a second. You have to know that this thing is going to work. Come hell or high water, whatever it is that I set out to do, it may not happen in 6 months, it may not happen in a year, it may not happen in 2 years, but at some point, my dream is going to become a reality.
We bring the light higher. Fire in the rhythm, heat in the sound. COC energy shaking the ground. No chains can hold us. We rise, we fight.
Black Lady doing shit.
Voices in the
Production.
darkness, we bring the light.
Welcome back, beautiful souls. As you know, I am your certified insight coach, soon to be your certified life coach. But in the meantime, in between time, if you need some insight to find your superpower or superpowers, I am your girl. I am your coach because everyone has a superpower or superpowers. You just have to look inside and find yours. And I'm here to help you do that. The information to contact me will be in the chat. Okay? So, we're at the final segment of this episode of Daily Dose of Dee. And it's been an incredible journey tonight. Wouldn't you agree? I'm so proud of all of you for confronting the topic head on. So let me finish strong, okay? The true power of failure lies in its ability to ignite an internal fire that success simply cannot spark. The power of failure is like a pure, unadulterated rocket fuel. It is volatile. It burns hot, but it will blast you into the stratosphere if you channel it correctly. Think about a high school athlete who misses the game-winning free throw in the championship or even in the NBA. That's devastating. That's devastating and it's heavy, right? But the power of failure is going to teach that person they might have to wake up early just every single morning for the next season and work out. Pushes themselves to shoot 1,000 extra shots a day. So that next year, when the championship comes back, you take that winning shot and you make it. And if you're in high school, you get a full scholarship. Or if you're in the NBA, you get that ring. That relentless drive was powered entirely by the memory of falling short. Restarting your life after a massive failure means giving yourself permission to have a completely clean slate. Give yourself permission to restart and have a completely clean slate. It's like hitting the refresh button on a slow lagging computer. The screen goes blank for a second, but when it reloads, it's faster and clearer than before. You have to forgive yourself. Let me say that again. You have to forgive yourself. Look at someone who went through a devastating bankruptcy. They may have lost their house, the cars, the status. To restart, they had to drop the shame. They had to move into a smaller apartment, got a basic job, and started budgeting every single dollar. The rebuilt their life, they rebuilt their life on a solid foundation of financial literacy instead of a house of cards. You restart by accepting who you are, breathing deeply, and taking one small, honest step forward. This topic is very personal to me because over the last 2 years, I have had moments when I just wanted to give up and at times created doubt in my mind because I thought I had failed. But with the guidance of the divine, my spiritual counsel, my ancestors, trusted friends, and the universe, and lovely family members, I kept moving. It was not easy at all. Failure was not an option because I learned what my purpose is and moved accordingly and surrendered to what I needed to. I can see that the benefits are paying off tremendously. I say to myself again and to you, failure is not an option. It's an opportunity to grow and become.
Gratitude, I understand the assignment.
Failure is not an option. Failure is such a heavy word, a word that has convinced too many people to stop writing the story of their lives before they ever reach the best chapter. Some people hear the word failure and immediately think, I'm not good enough. So hear it and remember every door that closed in their face, every relationship that ended, every business that didn't work, every job they didn't get, every dream that seemed to disappear. But what if? But what if failure isn't just your ending? What if failure is simply life asking one more question? How badly do you want it? Because every mountain has steep places, every river has strong currents, every seed must disappear beneath the dirt before anyone celebrates the flower. Just because you can't see the growth doesn't mean growth isn't happening. Life has a way of teaching us through pressure. As my grandfather always said, pressure shapes diamonds. Fire purifies gold. Storms deepen the roots of mighty trees. And every setback carries a lesson wrapped inside and like a gift disguised in rough paper. You were never created to quit because life become uncomfortable. You were created to rise and adapt, overcome, and to become. Too many people mistake delay for defeat. They mistake rejection for failure. They mistake one bad chapter for an entire book that was broken. But your life, yes, your life is more than one chapter. Your story is still being written. Every scar tells a story that you survived. Every tear proves you cared enough to keep loving. And every disappointment reminds you that you still have enough courage to try. Some people have never failed because they have never dared. They stayed comfortable, stayed hidden, quiet, and safe. But comfort has never built greatness. The greatest victories are born from the moments when giving up seemed easier than moving forward. You see, failure whispers, stop. Purpose whispers, take one more step. Fear says, you can't. Faith replies, watch me. The world may laugh when you stumble. Some people will celebrate your mistakes as if your fall somewhere makes them taller. Some will call you a failure because they only judge what they can see. They don't see the sleepless nights, the silent prayers. They don't see the sacrifices. They don't see the strength it took to get out of the bed after the wind knocked out of you, of having the wind knocked out of you, or the life knocked out of you. They only see the moment. The divine sees the journey, and journeys are never measured by one stumble. Think about a baby learning to walk. Nobody calls the child a failure when they fall. Everyone smiles and claps. Everyone encourages them to stand back up. Why? Because falling is part of learning. So why do we become adults and suddenly believe one fall defines our future? It doesn't. Failure is a classroom, a coach. Failure is a mirror showing us when we need to grow. Failure is your identity. It is simply it's not your identity. It's simply information that tells you what needs adjusting. Information that teaches patience, builds wisdom. Information that prepares you for opportunities you are not ready to receive. You see, every sunrise follows darkness. Every rainbow follows rain. Every harvest follows seasonings of planting. Nothing beautiful skips the process, and neither should you. So maybe today you feel like you lost everything. Maybe your finances have failed, your marriage failed, your health failed, maybe your plans fell apart, and maybe people walked away. Maybe you question your own worth. So hear me clearly, Love Palace family. You are not what happened to you. You are not your mistakes, not your setbacks. You are not your disappointments, not your past. You are a possibility. Resilient. Your purpose is wrapped in perseverance. You are proof that every time life knocks you down, something inside you refuses to stay there. Failure doesn't have the final word. Your decision does. Faith does. Perseverance, next step, does. Cry when you need, then wipe your tears. Lift your head up, straighten your crown. Take a deep breath and remember who you are and whose you are. Keep showing up, believing, planting, growing, healing. Keep forgiving, dreaming, building, and becoming, because your comeback may be one more decision away, one more prayer away, opportunity away, one more yes away. The road may be difficult. The climb may be exhausting. The journey may test every ounce of your strength. But every step forward is evidence that failure did not defeat you. It developed you. So today, choose courage over comfort, faith over fear, choose growth over excuses, persistence over surrender. Choose purpose over pride and hope over hopelessness. Because as long as there is breath in your body, as long as there is a dream in your heart, and as long as there is faith in your spirit, your story is not over. Failure will never be your destination. It will only be the bridge that carries you to the person who you were always meant to become. All right, Love Palace family. This Daily Dose episode of Daily Dose of Dee was really, really personal for me. And I learned through my journey that failure is absolutely not an option. So this was something special. And it's my experience, not my belief, but my truth. So I want to thank you all for spending time with me here at Daily Dose of Dee at the Love Palace. You see, I'm about to be relaxing and chilling. You see, I'm already relaxing. I truly appreciate every single one of you for showing up, listening, learning, growing, and pouring into this amazing Love Palace, to this community. Your support means more than words can express. A special shout out to the replay game. Thank you for showing up in the comments, sharing your wisdom, encouraging one another, and helping make this a channel, a place of healing, hope, and growth. You are seen, and you are appreciated, and you are loved. Everyone have a peaceful, prosperous, and abundant weekend filled with joy, purpose, and favor, and unexpected blessings on blessings on blessings. Like my big brother Mouthpiece would say, don't forget to join Big Mouthpiece this Saturday for Come On Brother, okay? It's always an incredible conversation, and you don't want to miss it. So hit that notification bell, invite someone to watch with you, and let's continue growing together as the COC. Until next time, be kind, be grateful, be intentional, walk in love, and walk in your purpose. And always remember, failure is not an option when you refuse to quit. Remember that. It's not an option if you refuse to quit. Peace and love. Remember, failure doesn't define you. It's how you respond to it that does. Everyone have a great weekend. Peace and love.
Where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, bruh. Why come y'all still be on that fake shit? Come on, bruh. How you black hating on blacks? That shit racist. Come on, bruh. If they don't give it back to us, then should we just take it? Come on, brother. Where the love at? I see black hatred. I see it. Brother. Why come y'all still be on that fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black hating on blacks? That shit racist. Come on, crazy. Brother. If they don't give it back to us, then should we just take it? Come on, brother. Brother. Come on, brother. Go. Yeah, each one and teach one. Come on, brother. Go. Brother. You tired of seeing people suffer, my brother? Go, brother. Hey, come on, still in that emergency state. Go ready the date. If we don't get the act right, it just might be too late. no longer the wait. It's about time we elevate. I know you love to talk down and debate, but how we gon' find a way to keep the kids from getting hit by bullets dead straight on the switch of a gun that didn't fuck up the aim? Don't trip, I'm still pulling up on Saturday at 2 or even 2:30. Big mouthpiece back to clear up your vision, cause I know it's been getting blurry. They say that boy funny and he strictly good vibes only. COC money land and this G is still a homies. Don't forget every other mental health money that come pull up on me. At about 2:45 we can go live like it's us only. Surely but surely, old boy said he my dog, but this I heard he been hating on me. Hey, hold up, homie, come on, brother, where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, my sister, don't you know you are destined for greatness? Come on, sister, I put big brother mouthpiece in your playlist. Come on, sister, sleep with your twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister, where the love at? I see.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
She don't just love, she heals and keeps. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of Dee. In the land is free. In the love palace, ships dock even key. Yeah, we guide the tide. GoddessDee. Whispering back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love. A daily dose.